Hello everyone, Mikas here for your live electronic music tutorials episode 232, and I keep on making music in real time so you guys can see, hear and surely feel what it is to make music in real time in the studio. As you guys know, if you produce music, you spend a lot of time making our music and crafting and stuff, and I don't want to do some little segment about what we do. I want to do the whole thing, so I basically start recording. Did I start recording? Yes. I start recording and I have the wrong screen here, so I'm gonna put the Logic one. Okay, so I start recording. As you see, there's no cut, and then you see what's happening. And in this episode, guys, I'm gonna show you how to use MIDI. So I took the MIDI from a very important song for me, at least. It's Hybrid Unfinished Symphony that Master Mixed back in the days. It's a very complex breakbeat track. It was like long, it was super elaborated. So I downloaded the MIDI of the internet and I put it there, and I want to do some kind of a remix of it or a song inspired by it. If you guys never tried this is a really fun thing to do. Just take a track you like, and even take a Metallica track as far as I know and turn it into techno track. I think it's a very cool thing to do, like I said. I'm gonna do that today, so you guys will learn how to split MIDI, how to choose the right chord. I'm gonna do a bit of orchestral, so I'm gonna put on some orchestral instrument in there. I'm gonna build like a fat breakbeats out of the MIDI that I have. Maybe I'm gonna add a little more to make it more actual. I'm gonna use the melody, like maybe strip them down a little bit, change the presets obviously, because when I loaded the MIDI, it's just one general MIDI and it loaded a bunch of, you know, pretty average stuff. And that's it, guys. I'm also gonna mix it. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. Usually those episodes are 30-40 minutes unless I'm really in the groove. Sometimes I continue. What I want to have done is about 2 minutes of a track, so that means like maybe a main part, a breakdown or an intro, and a main part, you know, something that I can make a template that's gonna be on the sidechain.com, of course. So let's get started, guys. I can't push play for fun because I just splitted the MIDI into parts that I'm gonna use, but might not be so pleasant, guys. All right, so so this is the parts that are all in there, kind of messed up, and you know, that we will use. So I like this little progression here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put a synth on it instead of a string. So I'm gonna go probably Alchemy. I don't think I'll use any external plugin in there. I don't think it's gonna be necessary. So bass, a little bit high. So try to find something like, a subby kind of bass with a nice tone. Organic, glitchy, calm, noisy, acoustic, classic, layered loops, mysterious. This is all very loops, short, sub, wobble. It's a bit too aggressive. Maybe after the song, is there like a... Ooh. Because I'm thinking about the result of the track now, so it's a bit too intense, but oh yeah. So that's gonna be our starting point. So I don't have to compose, guys. Usually I compose with the keyboard here. If you use MIDI and you work on notebooks, even better. There's no composition, or maybe a little bit later of editing. So I'm gonna start with that. I'll keep the rest of the part in reserve. So we're gonna go into some percussions right away. I don't think this is a snare, guys. I might be mistaken, but I'm just gonna go here to my instrument, create a drum machine designer. All right, and drop this here. So this looked to me like it's a snare because it's on the second beat. And I'm gonna select the kit here. What is this kit gonna be though? I really, for this, I most of those are, I think, more hip-hop-y kind of thing. Electronic pop, found sound, Futura. Is it supposed to be future bass kind of, or let's see. Let's pop it. So those look like they are snares. So I mean, I could have really done it myself, but. Check to make sure it's in tune to. I'm gonna bring it up, it's gonna be more snappy. Not so keen. Not really. So if the snare doesn't work from the kit, I think I'm gonna change the kit. So if you guys know where there's a description of those kits somewhere, I would very much like to. One's called Hybrid Knock. That's a nice snare. Okay, now I had some kicks in there, so I'm gonna bring it up to the kick. And right away I'm going to drop the bass because the bass art is way too loud. We'll bring in Auto Zoom, which I really like. Let's see if the second kick's got some more meat. Oh, this is a sub. It's a good start. I would be tempted to add a bit more boom to this. Snare is good. There was another drum. Good question. I'm not sure what that was supposed to be. I guess some hats. Very little hats there. I like that. So let's work out this bass a little bit. Let's put it in the mix. Then we had this little arp there, which I think would fit very well to continue building up this track. I already put a patch on it. It's like a little plucky kind of thing. I think I'm a bit high here too. This is a very interesting synth that is definitely underused. Remember guys, I'm not trying to replicate the original track. I just want to use some of the ideas in it to make something else. The synth sound really awesome. I think I'm gonna add a reverb to it. I think it's gonna bring it up a notch. bit dreamy, kind of like that. I'm gonna keep it in reserve. Even better. Loving this. There's a filter here. I will probably cut it with an EQ here because the filters seem to have quite a bit of resonance to it. Need to be tight like this. Very nice start. I mean, it's easy to compose, easier to compose with MIDI, but let's not call it a track yet, guys. The mid lead should be very interesting to bring in there. There's a string here that I use at first to make this little arp that I think I will bring now as a cello kind of layer. I'm gonna send the reverb to add a bit of dimension because it's a bit dry right now. Should I go an octave lower? I'm tempted. Let's see. Let's hear. Oh yeah. When it fits in the mix like that, you don't argue. You just go. Then I have this big lead here, which I think, I'm not sure the preset that's on there, I don't think we'll pick it, but I'm gonna go really into leads. Good, but oh yeah, I like that. Bit low in the frequency spectrum, but it conflicts a lot with the other elements. I will pass, and I want something really more at the top. That I don't mind. It's getting a bit full. You can tell that the mix is got a lot of elements in it, conflicting a little bit. with some horns here that are one of the very important part of the track. I think I can put them in and it should work because they're on the top end more. I mean, sound not terrible, but not very exciting now because, well, it's completely dry. Let's put a bit of reverb on them. We'll also put them an octave lower. And I would probably put the solo ones, which I think are a little bit better. Not so much really. Let's try the brass, the full brass section. It goes very low, it's very nice. So there's going to be different parts into this track, so there's also this pulse bass here. It's going to be useful at some point, so I'm going to turn off, I'm going to rename here, and then I will turn off this one. I'm going to bring this in. So again, too high. I'm going to drop the brass. It's already very nice with this. I think I have something better in Alchemy though. I'm not sure if this is better or it was better. Can I go back? Oh yeah. This, like all the Logic synth sounds so good. So that's quite the intro, guys, already. Just we're building up. I'm going to continue into the parts. There's another part, string part, which is quite complex. I'm going to bring just a reverb. This is a whole ensemble, it's nice. I think I would double it with probably a cello. Add some depth. Then well, another lead here. Which could be used for together. We're just gonna fit something onto this. I would say probably more some keys because we already have some leads. intro, of course. We have a lot of parts already, guys. This is definitely sound like it's gonna... Oh, there's another lead. That's gonna be a bit later. Let's keep it. It's another... Man, there's some parts into this track. This is a very long track as far as I can remember. Verse symbol, no, this is another part. Okay, let's start with what we have already. I think it's gonna so we have our kick here. Snare. I'm gonna replicate this 1, 2, 3. Should be at 2 minutes or something. Secondary ruler. 2 minutes. Yeah, this is about it. 2 minutes long. I think more percussions will be needed for sure, but for now, start with that. I'm gonna drop the perks at the bottom. Then we're not gonna start with this. That's gonna be for later, or is it? That would make a good intro-ish, but the other one was also very good, so... That's more of an intro, I would say. Then one can come in later, so we're gonna drop it for this part at least. The little plucks, definitely in the intro. This we don't need. Strings. Lead. Nope. That's later. That's probably gonna come in about here. That I would bring probably here. So we didn't pick anything for that yet, so I'm gonna drop it somewhere like here to be used later. Another set of strings. That also I'll keep for later, but we don't need to have it in the mix yet. This is also some extra parts. I think we have enough to start the track now, so... Okay. So we have our parts here, we have some extra parts. Not bad for 25 minutes. We already have what will be a track for sure. I think it would start to... I would add just a little bit more percussions just yet. I'm gonna take the original MIDI, let's clean it a little bit. happened there? Something they don't want it to go. Oh, something is happening I don't want here. Okay, so I do this and then I do this. Right for something like this. Not sure about the drum itself. Even more like of a tom. Oh yeah. Select the part here, do it properly, do this here, pop, pop, pop. Now I want a quick top hat. Change to a different hat. Seem to be triggering, but oh, this is a bit better. Just do a cut here in the perks. This namaste here. Very nice. I think we'll cut the top a bit more. Try to have the strings to pop a little bit more in the top end. Try to check out compression on that. That's good. Oh no, there's no compressor on this bass. That's what I thought was. I'm gonna go with something like a VCA here. Oof. Immediately a big difference. I'm gonna drop them a little bit. And the strings, you can hear there's a bit too much feedback on the reverb here. But without it, it's a bit bland, so. Oh, nice. Little chill vibe things. I'm not sure I would start with these. Maybe. have to balance them a bit better. I'm gonna go into the second segment. So I'm going to divide them. I'm going to put the cellos more to the left. It's a bit hard actually. And the strings more to the right, the ensemble. Let's try with the bass. Put it in the mix, just listen with the elements coming in. So good, it's a bit loud. I think this is good for this segment, guys. We're gonna go into what I would call the main part. I'm gonna drop this pulse bass, replacing the other one. Put it in the mix. Maybe drop some of the elements like this. Mix this in. Bring the top again. I think this will come a little bit later. And then pop. This lead has to go on top, I would say. Let's hear it now. In the mix, this preset is not really doing the job, so we will switch it to something else. That could work. Has to be mixed. just to be fitted in there in a way, I would say. I will try to put it wider in the stereo image, maybe we'll be able to I think that works. Let's listen to this part. Okay, after this, I'm gonna go into the next part. We're gonna go into a break. Which I think will drop this bass for sure. And then this bass here could become something else here. Let's pick it up. This I think will cut, at least for the first part. This too. This ARP here can be very good. I'm just gonna automate it a little bit. I think we have some backup strings here that I think will do well as some extras there. Maximum emotions. So alright guys, this is gonna be it for episode 232 of your live electronic music tutorials. As I told you, I'm about a minute and a half in. I'm gonna put in some more work, make a template for you guys. It's gonna be available on our site, wimignicemusic.com. And until next time guys, may the sounds be with you.